apologize.
Information from.
I get my information from, well, Twitter a lot. I follow like a bunch. I don't even follow anybody anymore that isn't like Q related or conservative or whatever. And then Jordan Sather is a YouTuber that
the young
we'll
guy.
talk about it. Yeah, Praying Medic has really good stuff.
Yes, I love Praying Medic.
Because he just only talks about Q, and there are a couple other ones that just talk about.
In Pursuit of Truth, do you watch him?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
But it's hard. Well, I mean, I went through the whole Q thing myself. You know, just
by yourself,
reading it by myself.
But like, you know what? That's the only way that it happens.
That's exactly true.
That's the only. No one ever learns by the. It's staying up all night going, what the hell is going on?
Right, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Once I got past that initial education of going through all the Q drops now I'm not really staying up to date like day by day with it because it's like you start to more realize that all this stuff that's going on in the media isn't real anyway, and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. The picture's so much bigger than that. Exactly. So you don't have to really keep up with it anymore.
So true. But as a matter of fact, you don't have to keep up with it because it catches up to what you already know.
Right, exactly.
Like,
so when stuff comes out, you're like, you knew that already.
I don't forget that other people don't know, because I'm like, oh, you know the FISA, and people are like, what's FISA?
What's FISA?
Oh my God, we're talking about the FISA.
For months. I know that we have to like wait and whatever, but it's like, come on, like give me that FISA. Like I want to see a perp walk. I know it's not gonna happen.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna something crazy like that's gonna happen.
I want it like as soon as that FISA comes out.
So what do you think about what just happened the other day with Trump? Did you see that video at the rally when he was he introduced Rod Rosenstein? He goes in, Rod Rosenstein's here, and I was like, what?
No, I didn't even know that. Yeah, it was weird. It was like he wasn't.
He didn't thank him. He didn't thank him, but he acknowledged him. And I was like, whoa. So is he a white hat or is he a rat?
I think he's I think he's flipped.
Oh, so he's plea bargained. He's like, okay, exactly. I love you now. You're my friend. Stand by me.
Q never said if he was.
Well, he's the one that signed the last FISA renewal.
Yes.
So he knows. Yes, there's one FISA application and there's 3 renewals. So the reason why some of the guys on the Freedom Caucus, like Meadows and Gates and whoever else, they want the 302s from Bruce Orr and the 4th FISA renewal released. The reason why the 4th one counts is because let's say they released the FISA application and all this horrible stuff is in it, right? Comey, Struck, everybody.
Lisa Page,
right?
everybody.
They would be like,
Carter.
oh, that was just, we found out that all that stuff that we had in the original FISA app, that's all just, you know, fake and phony. So we corrected in 2, 3, and 4. The whole purpose of releasing 4 is because they kept renewing what they said. So basically, everything that's in 4 confirms everything that's in 1, 2, and 3. So that's why you want the 4th one in. But Rosenstein signed the 4th one. And Rosenstein has his on the line because of it. Because he knows, they know that if they redact it, they're not protecting sources and methods. They're protecting embarrassment.
Yes, well, there's nothing there.
And you can't do that.
Yeah.
You can't, you can't redact something
for embarrassment.
Exactly.
But he could have, but it could have been released so much longer ago. No, it hasn't.
Yeah.
Now there's purpose behind that, right?
Right. There's got to be.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
But you know what? I heard Bongino talk about this, and this is a good point. This was probably last week. Trump's approval rating, depending on the poll that you're looking at, is like 50%. He's going to ride that wave. This was his theory. He's got leverage with this FISA warrant
hanging over his head.
Right? He's got leverage. If he were to release it, he has no more leverage. But because he is, you know,
I bet he's got lots of leverage up his sleeve, but I bet it's all going to come out boom, 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 boom. Because if it came out last month, even if it came out this week, today, people get enraged and then people get over it.
Yeah. Yes,
and then people start to like move on to the next thing because we're
it's quick.
So
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
coming at you.
The news cycle makes it. Well, you're all ADD. We can only hang out.
Right before. So yeah, I bet we're gonna have rapid fire.
Doesn't it feel like the Kavanaugh thing happened like 3 years ago? The Kavanaugh thing was like 3 weeks ago.
You're right. Hey, okay. With how fast?
It was so heavy, and it was like so draining. That
Right.
Oh my God.
With how fast things are happening. Okay. we went to the Vegas rally, and Heidi knows what I was looking for the whole time I was there with my little camera. I was scanning everybody and looking for everything. There's something crazy that could happen today. Like, the possibility's always there that he could do, POTUS could do something crazy.
Oh,
No?
yeah.
No.
Because didn't he say a tweet a couple of days ago? Watch the rallies. They're fuller than they've ever been.
Yes.
There's going to be a big announcement.
Yeah.
I am waiting. I will freak out if something. So when do
I
you?
will do
I don't want to
Well,
get too
what?
excited though.
What? Okay. How do you think how do you think it's going to look like the day that he comes out? Because Q is always. Okay, you know the videos. For instance, like he let everybody into that Florida rally, right? He let the signs in there.
I thought she just kind of blew off the question.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know that. Oh, there was someone that personally asked him, and then they had their testimony.
Oh yeah, that was cute.
That said,
He's
yes.
like, I don't know,
He's like,
but I do know they're good people.
That's right.
So cute.
Yes, I know.
That's so cute.
What was I going to say about Q?
What is it gonna
Well,
look
like,
like?
how do you think it's going to be announced? Like, do you think it's going to have to come from?
It has to happen. It has to happen.
Don't you think?
Because they have to force the issue. Mainstream media doesn't want to ask the question.
They don't want to ask the question.
I don't know initially, but I guarantee there's got to be some kind of. I'm very Bravo-centric. I picture like it's got to be like a news channel that is devoted 24 hours to going over.
That's well, how is that going to happen?
I have no idea.
10 days.
No. It's going to happen like this. What is he going to remove? What are all the things that he's going to remove? Google,
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Twitter.
All that stuff.
everybody's going to freak out when Google goes down. We rely so much on
No,
everything.
it's crazy.
It's weird.
Think about that. I mean,
Going back to the internet.
well, it's going to be typing up URLs. People don't know that when you sign, when you auto complete anything on any
Search engine.
browser or whatever, it goes straight back to the home base and it tells them, okay, this is what they're looking up. You guys,
Even if you use like the voice thing, I'm always using the voice
Siri.
thing. And I have Samsung.
we
So,
have Alexa,
but-
shoot the thing.
Right. So it'll say like this little thing. It's like a paragraph long, and it stays on the screen for like 2 seconds. And so I thought, what the hell is this? So I thought to turn the mic on and then take a screenshot, and it says that everything that you say goes back to Google.
Oh yeah.
And then if I
Even
have
when you're not talking to people.
Even
Even just in your
Yes.
conversations.
yeah.
It's a mic.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It's a mic.
I mean,
yeah.
even
How many times did I find that?
We tested that with our friends. We just decided to have a conversation about like cat food or something.
Yep.
And then literally we all got ads for cat food on Facebook.
You tested it.
Yeah, we tested it because we were like, it's uncanny. It's almost like it was reading my thoughts.
Yes.
There were things sometimes
you didn't
I
say it.
swear to God I didn't even say this out
You were
loud.
the third person
Yes,
to say
that's
that.
happened to
you
me
were
too.
the third person to say that. Same thing. They said.
what do you guys think about weather modification?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Which parts? Talk to
do
me.
you mean?
HARP,
I
the
don't know
program,
anything about it.
chemtrails.
This is
So-
fine.
Whoa,
Chemtrails. I have no problem with this though.
Speaking of, they're testing it out.
Yes, exactly. Thank you very much.
So basically, I mean, there are people that study these in California. Why we've had those wildfires
Yes.
and like what cars are melting.
Yes.
Is because we've got these nanoparticles of aluminum. I mean, people.
Have you heard of
test them.
direct energy weapons?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why we had that hurricane that was like, oh, we're just gonna go
We're gonna
right
feed
over
it.
this.
We're gonna feed this hurricane and make this
Yeah,
from
we're just
0 to
gonna go
nothing.
Right over this Air Force base. So yeah, and then you've got these nanoparticles that we can't form clouds because we have clouds formed by attaching to the particles, but there are too many of them. And then we get these electrical storms, and then they do start to collect water, and then that's how they turn into the massive storms when they move east. So we've got the droughts and the fires.
Yes, here in the West Coast.
California, And then we've got the electrical storms, and then we've got the.
Where do you learn all this? I want to know.
YouTube.
Who are your people?
No.
You,
My people.
I'm gonna have my wife send you some of my people that I was
I
doing,
would love
and
that.
it's
There's one guy. What's his name?
Pacific Redwood One.
Redwood. He shows you the satellite images, the weather ones, and he shows right